Hi everybody, I'm Kim. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to do another stitch tutorial, and this one is the Trinity stitch. Trinity stitch is a very pretty, almost flowery looking. It's kind of like the star stitch, but slightly different. You do get a nice dense fabric. This is what it looks like using different variants of yarn. Just like this. This is perfect for making scarves, sweaters, hats, blankets, anything you want to make. It's a great stitch for that. Today, I am going to be making another dishcloth because they're great for dishcloths too. So grab yourself some yarn. I'm going to be using Scrubby Smoothie. I'm not going to go through the specs because this yarn is discontinued. It's 100% cotton, and that's all that matters. I'm going to be using a 5mm hook. Later on, I will be using a tapestry needle to sew in my ends, and I will be using a pair of scissors to cut my yarn. And you're going to want the same things, but your own, not mine. Never mind the excess, just so I stay in frame. So the Trinity stitch is made in multiples of 2. Very easy. Multiples of 2. That's all you need to know. And but I'm going to tell you, make sure that you stay chill and relaxed. Okay, keep your hands totally chill and relaxed because you do not want to have your stitches too tight because that will be a problem, and we do not want a problem. So go ahead and get your chain made. And just for reference, I am going to be doing a chain of 30. And I will be back in a snap. I now have my chain of 30. Okay, just like this. We are going to start in the second loop, the second chain from the hook. Did you hear I almost said second hook from the hook? I don't think so. Second chain from the hook. We're going to go in there, make a single crochet, just like that. See that? See, we got that nice little hole right there? That's fantastic because that's where we're going to go next. You always start the Trinity stitch in the space from the last stitch you made. So go in, grab some yarn and pull it up. And then sneak over to that next chain, grab some yarn, pull it through, go into that next chain, grab some yarn and pull it through. So you now have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through, chain 1. See, we got that space right there. We're going to go into that, grab some yarn and pull it up. We're going to go into that very next chain, pull up our yarn, and into that next chain, pull up some yarn. So again, we have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1. Into that same stitch right there, go in, grab some yarn. Go into the next stitch, grab some yarn. And go into the next stitch, grab some yarn. Got 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4, make a chain. So you want to make sure these stitches are all nice and loose so you can get into them the next row. So we're going to go back in to that same stitch. See where we've got all these? We're going into that one. Grab some yarn and pull it up. Go into the next one, grab some yarn, pull it. Into the next one, grab some yarn, pull it up. Go through all 4, chain 1. Go into that stitch, grab your yarn, pull it up. Go into the next stitch, well, next chain. Grab some yarn and pull it through, and into the next one, grab some yarn, pull it through. Got four loops again, yarn over, boom, bam, right through them all. Chain 1. Go back into that same stitch. See right there. Just go in, grab your yarn, go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, go into the next chain, grab your yarn. 4 loops, yarn over, boom, through all 4. Chain 1. Go back into that space. And then go into the next one and the next one. Let's pull some yarn out so we're not being silly. See right there, we're going back down into there. Pull some yarn up. Go into that next chain, pull up, next chain, pull up. 4 loops. Wrap, go through all 4 of them. Chain 1. And again. And we're just going to keep doing that to the end. And when we get way to the end, I'll show you exactly what to do there. See what it's looking like? That's what yours should be looking like. If it looks different, and it's not just the yarn that's different, you might want to start over. Go in, grab your yarn, go in, grab your yarn, go in, yarn, wrap, chain 1, back into that stitch, pull through all of them, chain 1, go back into that stitch, pull up, next one, pull through all, chain 1. Now you should just have 2 chains left, and that's good. This one is done different than the other ones. We're still going to go into that last stitch and pull up, and we're going to go into the next stitch, next chain and the next chain. Just like that. We're going to yarn over and pull through just like we've been doing. Except this time, no, do not chain 1. Just go into that same stitch and make a single crochet. Just like that. Okay, then we're going to chain 1 and turn. And this is the repeat row. And I'm going to go through it with you all the way to the end. So our very first stitch is going to be a single crochet. And our very last stitch is always a single crochet. So we've made our single. We're going to go into that space, grab our yarn. Then we're going to go into the next stitch, grab some yarn, and we're going to go into the next stitch and grab our yarn. 4 loops, wrap, pull through. Chain 1. And you see what I mean? Like, that could be really hard to get into if you have crocheted really tightly. We're going to go back into it, pull up, go into the next stitch, pull through some yarn, and go into the next stitch. Pull some yarn. 4 loops, wrap our hook, pull through all 4, chain 1. Go back into that very same stitch, into the next one, and into the next one. Wrap, pull, chain 1. Go back into that same stitch and then into each of the next 2. 4 loops, wrap, pull through all 4, chain 1. Go back into your stitch, into the next 2, wrap, pull through. See, if you pull up on that a little, you're going to have enough space when you come back for the next row. Go back into that same stitch, into the next one, into the next one. Pull up, 4 loops, wrap, pull through them all. Chain 1. Go back into that stitch, into the next 2, wrap, pull through them all, chain 1, in, into the next one, into the next one. Chain 1, go in there, okay, when you get this far, you might think you only have 3 stitches left, but you actually have 4 because you have this one. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're good. Go back into there, pull it up, into the next 2. Okay, and now we're going into our last one. Go back into that stitch, and then go into the next 2. And this one, because it was our very first row, is going to be on the side. Have no fear. Find it, pull it up. You've got your 4 loops, wrap, pull through. Remember, do not chain 1. Just go into that same stitch, make a single. Okay? I think you've got it. I'm going to meet you when I get a few more rows up, and we'll see how you're doing. So I've got a few rows done now, and I just want you to see what it's looking like. Just look how great that looks in a solid color. You can really, really see it. So this is what you should be looking like. And I'm going to do a few more rows because I like mine to be square, so that when I fold it corner to corner like that, it's even. And right now, far from it. So I'll see you when I get closer to the end. Okay, so I am almost done. Look, fold it. Got one more row. So I'm going to go ahead and do that row with you guys. And let me know, don't you think it's gotten so much easier? It's like you do one row and you're like, oh my God, why is she teaching me this horrible stitch? Really pretty, but oh, there's just too much to do with it. And then you're like, oh wait, this is pretty freaking cool. I'm enjoying this stitch. Or did you just give up on it? Because this one isn't really that hard. There's just a few steps to it. And it's so pretty. I like stitches that you have to do more than just, I don't know, like a single crochet or a double crochet. And then it winds up looking so pretty when you're done. Look at that. So pretty. Oh, hate when the yarn splits. One more stitch to do. Do that, that, that. Now you guys did remember, right? On that very last stitch of the row, you do not chain one. You just pull through 4, do a single crochet. And that should do it. Yay, mine is done. I'm going to go ahead, grab my scissors, chop that off, put that cover on my scissors so I don't cut myself, pull that through, done. Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and that you either learned a new stitch or got reacquainted with a stitch. I mean, look at that. It's like such pretty little flowers. Ugh, love it. So thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, the whole spiel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye.